Hello and welcome to our Learn Python series. We started our journey by writing one line of program. Along the way, we learned a lot of Python basics that we needed to discover the ultimate goal of writing a full application. We learned functions, variables, loops, and modules, and now we're going to see how we take all these concepts and convert that into a complete application. First thing that you see on the screen in front of me is that one thing that you probably will notice is that now this says shared drive and then it has name of some folders, which is different than what we've been doing before. We were just directly accessing files in our content folder. Why so? Remember that when you try to create a file in Colab, sometimes you get a warning. It says that these files are temporary or they are transient, meaning that they only live during the life of the session in which you are working. So if you accidentally disconnect or the session ends, all the work that you have done will be lost unless you save it. So the best thing to do is that use a medium or a media that is persistent. I am using Google Drive. I have mounted it, and that is the path you are seeing here, and it's the same path that I have shared with you guys, so you guys can take a look at the code that I have been showing you in all these lessons. So now let me show you how we use the concept of modules and converted our one long program into individual modules. Now you can see I have a folder called lesson 22, and you can see that I have 7 modules and 3 data files. One big program has been converted to 7 modules. The names, they are meaningful names. Just by looking at the names, you will be able to guess what they do. For example, student PY is a student class. This module contains a student class. Then we have the classroom.py, mean this is a module that only has the classroom related definitions or the rules or the functionality. New thing that you will notice is that now we have a module called data reader. The name itself should suggest that it is used to read the data. So if you look in this, we have the functionality that we are using to open a file and then read it. Now the next one we have is a data processor, meaning that after we have read the data, we're going to process it to create our 3 lists that we've been using for analysis. Then we have data analytics module, which we'll use to compute statistics and frequencies. So the name suggests it is for analysis. And then the last one in this series is the data visualization, which is used to create our charts. You can see the functions that we used before. Now they have become part of this class. Draw pie chart, draw bar chart, draw the histograms. And the last one is the entry point, which will become the application, which you will be calling to analyze the data. So if you look at what we talked about in the previous lesson, the concept of special variable name, so that is being applied here, which says if name is equal to main, then do it. So now we are processing 3 files. Now, if you look at the progression of this whole thing, let me quickly just show you something that will make it a little obvious. Now you see I have drawn a little diagram which says that we started with our CSV data files, then they got passed to a data reader module. What came out of the data reader module got passed to the student processing, which created student objects. Then that got passed down to the data processor. Then the information we got from data processor got passed to analytics and then to visualization. And then at the end, we have our application that we ran. So let's now run this. As you can see, this ran successfully, but there are no charts created. The reason is that when you use the command line Python command, it creates a console in the environment. And in a console, you cannot have the charts. That means we need to find a way to actually run our notebook. And the way to run this is you use the %run command and pass the same module. And let's see, now you can see that now we have all the charts visualization that we were expecting to see. So now you can see that all that we learned, now that has all come together to create a working application for data analysis. In subsequent chapters, we will see additional concepts of error handling and then best practices. Thanks for learning with us. Do subscribe and like our channel. For more information, do visit our website. Till next lesson, take care. Goodbye.